Hello guys, we are back with our next lecture. In this lecture, let us go through the next question. Okay, so this question belongs to GATE CSE 2017 set 1 guys. The given question is consider the following grammar where relop is a relation operation. Okay, so let us assume there are some grammar given. Operation is an relational operation. Okay, refers to an empty statement. So epsilon means empty statement, and if then else are terminals. Okay, consider a program P following above grammar containing 10 if terminals. Okay, the number of control flow paths in P is, for example, the program if E1 then E2 else E3 has two flow points E1 to E2 and E1 to E3. Okay, so basically they are trying to indirectly say that E1 is an if condition. So if it is true, then you will go to E2. If it is false, we will go to E3, right? Yes. So this is one path, flow path E1 to E2 and E1 to E3. So you understood, right? So what exactly they are asking us? Yes. But I think there is something missing here, right? So I think there should be some code or something, right? Where a relop is a relational operation, example, that thing, less than, greater than, and so on. Okay, so is there anything missing in this particular question? I'm not getting like what exactly are they asking from us, right? Okay, and the only thing which they told is contains 10 if terminals. Okay. So they are saying there are 10 if conditions in this particular question is what they are saying. Okay, so that's really a good question, right? Yes. So they are saying there are total 10 if conditions. Okay, so if there are 10 if conditions, okay, so there could be 3 types of ifs, right? Yes. So like the first thing is if then else, and it will continue with statements. And similarly, if then else, if then else, if then else, in that way also there could be that, right? So they told 10 times, right? In clarity, yes. Okay, so now we are having some statement implies if else then else expression semicolon statement slash epsilon. Okay, so just to give me a second, guys, I'll be cross checking this grammar whether it is correct. So here we are having or, here we are having or, here we are having or, here we are having or. Okay, yes. Okay, so if expression then expression semicolon statement, okay, or epsilon. Okay, so in the expression I can place a term, relop term. Okay, and in a term I can place id or number. So id means abcd, number means 0 to 9. Okay, so now I understood what exactly they are trying to say, right? Yes, and they clearly told that for each if we have 2 conditions, right? Yes. Okay, so I understood one kind of a thing here, guys. So whenever we are working with if then statements, so here assume that we are having if then and internally it is having one more if then, so like after that statement. So now if it is having one more if then, so based on this parameters it depends, right? Okay, so I think we can write it in this way, right? Okay, so we can write in this way. So basically the first if will have 2 conditions or 2 control flows, the second if will have 2, and so on up to the 10th if it will also have 2 loops, right? Yes, and if we want to count the whole numbers, we can just multiply them, right? Because one if will depend on another if. So basically if you got this as a result, so from here it should have if, and from here also it might have if. So basically it is going to be multiplied, right? Yes, so that is the reason why most probably we should multiply. So it is a nothing but 2 power 10, that is a nothing but 1024 flows you will have, right? The number of control flow paths you will have 1024, right? Yes, because you are going to have multiple paths, and at each point you can have if else. So any one of them could be true. So basically it is going to be itself multiple times, right? Yes. Okay, so if you want me to draw, I can draw it in this way. So E1 it will give E2 and E3. So from here again it could be E4 and E5. Okay, similarly from here you could have E6 and E7. So if it is true, it will go here. If it is false, it will go here. So if you count, you will get how many, guys? 1 2 3 4 5 6, right? Yes. Okay, so did I do any silly mistake here? Sorry, I think I did a small silly mistake here. So if we assume, so how did we get this many, guys? Okay, yes. So if we assume if condition with E1 and else condition with E2. So if then E1, if then E2, sorry, E3 and else E4. Okay, so basically E1 might map with E3. So basically how many combinations we will get? So E1, E3 could be correct, E1, E4 could be correct, E2, E3 could be correct, E2, E4 could be correct. So we got 4 combinations. So in the same way, if you do for 10 items, you will get 2 power items. Got it? Yes. So now you understood. Okay. Sorry for the silly approach. Okay. Yes. Okay. So now I hope everyone got a clear idea with respect to that, right? Yes. Okay. Okay. So now I hope everyone got a clear idea with respect to that. So in the next lecture, let us continue with the next question, right? Yes. Okay. So I hope everyone got a clear idea. So let us meet in the next lecture. Thank you. Thanks for watching. If you want to write it in this terms, you should write E1 here, E2 here, E3 here, okay, E4 and E5. So basically this E1 will not come into count. So from here you are having 2 options, from here you are having 2 options. So basically you should convert this into E4 and E5. So at that time you can work on that also, right? Yes. Okay. So now I hope everyone got a clear idea, and this approach will be better, guys, okay, because it's giving more clarity, right? Yes. Okay. So I hope everyone got a clear idea with respect to this. So in the next lecture, let us continue with the next question, right? Yes. So let us meet in the next lecture. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe for more awesome videos like this. Thank you.